We're about to enter in to the Glaze zone by PFF, where they're going to glaze Lamar Jackson like he is reincarnated as the I didn't win MVP on MVP night. So now let's give him all the comeuppance to make up for it. PFF is going to be Lamar Jackson's biggest supporter and their white knight supporter through thick and thin. So PFF released their own awards, NFL Honor Awards, and for all the people who were pissed off that Lamar Jackson didn't win MVP and it went to Josh Allen, which rightfully so, should have been Josh Allen over Lamar. I think it should have been Joe Burrow over Josh Allen, but I think I get it. It's MVP award. It's a popularity contest at the end of the day. As long as Joe has that B on his helmet, he's not winning MVP. So how I look at it at MVP at this point, and after last season, this is how I'm looking at it moving forward. If you have a B on your helmet, you're disqualified from the contest. So when I look at the MVP race, I don't even look at Joe anymore. He's not on the MVP race. It was Josh Allen and Lamar. And I think Josh Allen deserves it over Lamar Jackson. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But this is PFF. And PFF's job is to glaze the person who lost, who also didn't show up for the NFL honors. Boo! Anyway, the glaze is 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game, right? Well, if here's your 3 strikes you're out, Glaze Fest. The MVP, they have Lamar Jackson, okay? The best overall player, Lamar Jackson. The offensive player of the year, Lamar Jackson. Which, first off, I don't care. MVP, take it, whatever. Popular, I don't care. How is he the best overall player, though? I feel like best overall player, there's only 2 people that could be in that contest. Jamar Chase and Saquon Barkley. In all honesty, I think even offensive player of the year, there's only 2 people. Saquon Barkley and Jamar Chase. Even though I'm very biased when it comes to Joe Burrow, and I think Joe Burrow should be on that, I kind of like the idea of keeping the MVP. Like, the MVP is a quarterback award. You're not going to win the MVP if you're not a quarterback. That's just how it is, right? And I think overall wise, as football fans, we kind of just accepted that. That's just how it works, you know? You can't be Joe Burrow and you can't be a non-quarterback to win MVP, right? Because of that, I kind of like the idea the offensive player of the year is not a quarterback. I kind of like that being, okay, well, we got the quarterback award out of the way. Now here's the best player that is not a quarterback. And that's how offensive player of the year, for the most part, has been mostly. There are years that quarterbacks have won, but I like the idea of like, okay, this is Saquon or this is Jamar Chase. Vice versa, I'm going to say Jamar Chase because I'm biased. But at the end of the day, if you said Saquon, he did win it. Rightfully so, he's a great player. But he should have been the best overall player, 100%. And an offensive player of the year, I would even say, you know what, best overall player, give it to Saquon. Offensive player of the year, give it to Jamar Chase. That's how I would structure this correctly. The glaze for Lamar Jackson is insane, and Thanksgiving never looks so disgusting. Anyway, by the way, the reason I'm saying that is because you glaze the turkey, right, for Thanksgiving. Well, the Thanksgiving turkey glaze for Lamar is insane. Defensive player of the year is Myles Garrett. How? Just how? I just want to like take a moment to say how. At first when I saw this, I was like, okay, well maybe it's most likely it's going to be TJ Watt, right? TJ Watt, although Trey Hendrickson, obviously, again, way better overall wise than TJ Watt and Myles Garrett this year, had better sack numbers and put up just so much better production. But you know what? Whatever, right? I'll give you it. They're going to put TJ Watt on here because TJ Watt's... No, Myles Garrett. Huh? How? Didn't he had 13 and a half sacks? Trey had 17 and a half. Yeah, this is how much PFF has any validity left to any statement they put out. It's an absolute 0. 0, boys. Quarterback of the year, rookie of the year, sorry. Quarterback of the year. Rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels, 100% agree with that. That's not a question. Oh, that's why I read it like that. So rookie of the year quarterback. So this is just quarterback rookie of the year, not every single position, which is why I read that so weirdly, because I've never seen it structured like that. It's ironic because that should be how the MVP is structured. This is the MVP, most valuable. Oh, well, by the way, quarterback at the end. Rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels. Yeah, I agree with that. Jared Verse, defensive rookie of the year. I think everyone agrees with that. Comeback player of the year, Joe Burrow. Let's go. Best passer, quarterback, Joe Burrow. How is he the best? Nope. You're not going to get me, PFF. You're not going to get me. You're not going to get me with that nonsense. He's the best passer, but he's not MVP. He's the best passer, but he's not offensive player of the year. You're not going to get me with this crap. How is he the best quarterback and he's not MVP? Is it because if you're a Bengal, you're automatically disqualified? It's like the Hall of Fame. If you're a Bengal, you're disqualified in the Hall of Fame. Zach Bond of the Eagles, breakout player of the year. Derrick Henry was the best running back of the... How is he better than Saquon? Am I missing something? Is PFF saying, hey, listen, well, no, Saquon didn't win a single award on this whole entire thing. So I don't know. You know what? I don't know anymore. Jamar Chase, best receiver, but he didn't win Offensive Player of the Year. He didn't win MVP. He didn't win everything. But we have the best players, but they don't get it because the B. Saquon is the best runner back of the year. You can give Derrick Henry number 2. I don't care. There's no question about. He just won Offensive Player of the Year for a reason. Jamar Chase, yeah, 100%. Offensive line was the Eagles. Tackles, linemen was the Eagles. Run blocking was the Eagles. And the pass blocking was the Bucks. Best run defender, TJ Watt. Didn't TJ Watt miss a lot of games with injury? Miles, best pass rusher edge. See, this is where you could cheat. This is where you cheated in the last situation, right? This is where you cheated with the whole, like you gave us Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow as the best players. But yet, you can't cheat again because how are you going to put Myles Garrett here? Bro, you had a chance of redemption. The early in the article when everyone's reading, right, and everyone clicks off, you had a chance. You glazed them there. You didn't have to glaze it all the way down here. Patrick Surtain, yeah, and Brandon Aubrey. Yeah. The glaze was real, boys. The glaze was real. PFF, you have like zero merit in my brain when it comes to anything you say being realistic anymore. GG.